now.
The beat is
and I'll tell you about the day. I listen to the world this yours. And I'm like, this ain't talking like this. So whoever you think is the best, they not making the world is yours. They're not making If I Rule the World. They're not making Juice. They're not making Warner. They're not making Sky's the Limit. They're not doing it. They're not making Can I Hustle. They're not making The Evil. They're not making Pop. They're not making it. No disrespect. I'm a rapper. I'm not making it.
These biting my style, I hope they got dental plans. So get it straight from the source and cut out the middleman. Get that pure dough. Get that pure dough. Go get it straight from the source and cut out the middleman. You get that pure dough.
It's me, handsome.
Yes, sir.
We are back with a new segment on Verse for Verse that we calling Storytime.
Yes.
Where we gonna talk about, some of our favorite verses or just songs with stories, you know what I mean? A storyline. I think as a musician, as a rapper, singer, whatever, it's like that kind of it ends up actually separating people, I think.
I agree.
Like if you've never written a story rap or a story song, it's like, you ain't really conquered all of the levels to that artistry of music. You know
That's a fact. Where I think you got to check all those boxes. That's one of them boxes that definitely has to be checked. Being able to pen words and kind of paint a picture for people. Not just, I rip and I romp and,
Facts.
being able to say something and then getting people to kind of latch on to what you're saying and then kind of ride that wave, that story with you.
Facts. Like for me, one thing I recognized about music is like you gotta have an imagination.
Facts.
You know what I mean? As dope as it is to be as authentic and, tell people about your life, I think, it's entertainment at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. So you also gotta have an imagination where you can think of some crazy stuff and put it in a song and make people just take the ride with you and be like, oh, nah, that's fire. You know what I'm saying? So I think, I'm going to let you start it off because, we spoke before the episode and you got the legendary storyteller himself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I'm going to do Slick Rick. I think that Slick Rick is probably one of the best storytellers, hands down, in hip-hop, period. Like, and that's eras, not from the old school or from the whatever. And I feel like when he used to deliver his verses, like we do verse for verse, we break down verses a lot of time and get into the technicality of different things of the verses. But he tells stories that when he's rapping, it's like you could kind of see what he unfolds a picture in front of you. And then even to the point where he's giving it characters. He got this dude with this voice, this person, he got adversaries and all types of stuff going on. I guess I get into it and say I'm doing Mona Lisa, which to me is one of the most legendary, story songs that was ever written. But
real quick before you get into it, like I just actually, once I said we was doing this episode, I started, Googling stuff or whatever, and they got Ghostface talking about his favorite stories, which I'm gonna have to get one of his stories up here. I have him in my, you know what I'm saying? And I think any person that actually tells stories in hip hop will say Slick Rick is the storyteller. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Because he even spoke about it, you know what I mean? But go ahead, you can get it started.
Intro, pretty much, even that, like, so the song starts off with an intro where it's like you hear, it's like a court, a king's court, and everybody's all nervous, and it's like, ladies and gentlemen and lowlifes, it is with outstanding pleasure that we are here to present tonight Slick Rick the Ruler and MC Ricky D doing their smash hit Mona Lisa, like the picture. Anyway, I like to take this time out to bow before his divine majesty. And then he goes into this thing where he's kind of interacting with his court like he's the king or whatever. So then the beat comes in and he's like, enough. And it says, come, your highness, they await you. And the story starts. Well, it was one of those days. So first off, I don't have no English accent, so I'm gonna try to deliver this as authentically as possible. And and the people from England or UK, wherever, I'm not trying to make fun of your accent. No disrespect. I love the accent, but this is, we from Staten Island out here, from, whatever. So it was one of those days. Not much to do. I was chilling downtown with my old school crew. I went into the store to buy a slice of pizza and bumped into a girl. Her name was Mona. What? Mona Lisa. Mona Lisa. So men named you. You know what I'm saying? I said, excuse me, dear. My gosh, you look nice. Put away your money. I'll buy a slice. She said, thanks. I'd rather a slice of you. I'm just kidding, but that's awful nice of you. The compliment showed she had a mind in her. And when I smiled, I almost blinded her. She said, great Scott.
I only want to stop you because he's crazy.
He's going crazy.
He's crazy because it's like the details, like just the conversational, like, you know what I mean? The back and forth, Mona who? Mona what? Mona Lisa. Mm-hmm. Like, this is definitely the essence of storytelling, you know what I mean? Because as we talked about, it's like nowadays, even some people's stories, it's just like, it's bang, bang, kill
they
them.
gloss over,
You know what I mean?
It's all in the
details that makes the story really dope.
English class. It's
and
in the details. Yeah.
I'm not sure how long this one is. Is it long? Or
it's a one verse whole song story, and it's pretty quick. Like,
got you.
He gets right to it. He's the master. Like, he understood that we was going to do this show right here, and we needed to do this.
He prepared for verse and verse.
Yeah, he did
got it. Slick Rick, you know what's up.
So he goes. Excuse me, dear, my gosh, you look nice. Put away your money. I'll buy that slice. Then she said, thanks. I'd rather a slice of you. I'm just kidding, but that's also nice, awfully nice of you. The compliment showed she had a mind in her. And when I smiled, I almost blinded her. She said, great Scott, are you a thief? Seems like you have a mouth full of gold teeth. I said, ha, 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 ha. Didn't find that funny, so I said, no, child, I work hard for the money.
Yeah.
And calling me a thief, please, don't even try it. Now sit down and eat your slice of pizza and be quiet. She almost got cut short. Scissors, tried to disrespect who? The Grand Wizard, me. What's your name, son? MC Ricky D. But not to be so harsh, I said to Mona Lee E. She said, I'm sorry, I know that's low class. Please sit still and tell me about your past. She said, well, I got courage and I don't like porridge. I never been to college, but I got crazy knowledge. Over 18 and my eyes are green. I wear more gold than that man on A team. Slim, trim, and I'm also light skinned. Best believe Mona's a virgin. He said, a virgin? Honey needed a slap. She tried to tell me she's a virgin with a way wide gap. I said, it don't matter. See, I'm not picky. Let me spell my name out for you. It's Ricky. R, ravishing. I, impress. C for courageous or careless. K for the Kangos that I got, that I wear every day. And why not? To fight's not right that I recite, and I'm quite polite like Walter Cronkite. Well, just about then, Trevor, my friend, came in. He said, hey, Rick, don't you know playing with these snakes is a sin? He grabbed me by my shirt and pulled me right out the store. He said, I don't want to see you playing with these lowlifes no more. Now come along. We have a party to attend with some more mature women and some more of our friends. He held the cab and he waited for a minute. And as the cab came, he thrusted me in it. And as we were leaving and driving along, I could hear a melody of Mona singing a song. And Mona said, if you see me walking down the street and I start to cry each time we meet, walk on by. And she goes into singing her little song, walk on by. Like that song, I mean, that verse to me, story-wise, it has the beginning of the story, the introduction, the meetup. It got the body of the story. Like, there's nothing left. Even the end part of it, it's perfect to me.
Yeah, man. Nah, that's damn. Slick Rick is really different, and it's like I'm younger, so I didn't grow up listening to him. But I heard the Lottie Dotties and the other ones a lot. Like I've heard this one before, but the other ones is the ones that stick in my mind.
His big joint is the children's story.
Yes, children's story,
which is actually called the story. Like, it's the story. I didn't want to.
And the thing about him is like I said, like I don't even like he obviously should write books
or something. Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
I
Like,
wonder if
it's
he ever
almost
thought of that
clear
word.
if you writing these stories like this, you should write books. Like, these are books in a sense. Like,
Right.
it could really be kids' books. They're short. He got longer ones, you know what I mean? Pause. And I just think that Slick Rick is really the GOAT at the storytelling joint, you know what I mean? And I don't know, does he have any true stories that you know about?
I don't know how valid any of these. I'm sure that he pulls the
Right.
influence from his life or
Yeah,
whatever. But I don't know
yeah.
how I don't think he has anything that's like biographically, no songs like that. But he has a whole bunch of different stories about a whole bunch of different shit. Like,
All right, man. So, I mean, I think we got to give Slick Rick his flowers, as they say, because I don't think a lot of people would, like, they have to draw from somewhere, you know what I mean? And I know the people that I've heard stories, you know, Big stories and Nas's stories, I'm sure if Big was still alive, he'd probably say Slick Rick. You know what I mean? I'm sure Nas would be like Slick Rick. You know what I mean? We talk about Ghostface, he mentioned Slick Rick. So all of the real hip hop heads that do tell stories,
yeah,
sure
he
they-
has a song with Nas. He might have more than one. He has a song with Nas. He got songs with Outkast. Like, he was a guy that was on Def Jam way back in the day as one of their big artists. And then when a lot of the younger guys started coming through there, he was collaborating with people in the newer generation too. He actually got deported way back, I think, when he was doing all of that war, all of that, all of that shit. He got deported, then he came back and got deported again. So like, he got a story to tell. Like, his
Facts.
life is very,
Facts.
he's over in the UK here, back and forth, and all in between. So I think that gives him ammunition to write and tell the stories that he's telling. He got a lot of different experiences from abroad, from here. But he's one of them guys, though. That's my dude.
So listen, I mean, you did a legendary storyteller, you know what I mean, in the hip hop community. I gotta go and do a legendary storyteller in the R&B community. You feel me?
Right.
I know. I told you to pull up with a story, and a lot of times we jump straight to hip hop, but there are some great stories in the R&B world that we gotta talk about, and I gotta go with my boy Usher and R. Kelly, same girl. You know what I mean? I remember the first time I heard this joint, I was like, this is crazy. First off, at this time, like R. Kelly and Usher was definitely like my favorite like R&B artists.
Yeah, at the time that they collabed, they was probably at the top of the
like it was like to see R. Kelly and Usher come together and make a song.
It was like
it's
Superman and Batman, or
facts.
It was like
you know what I mean.
superheroes,
So it was crazy, and I don't even know. I'm gonna look it up when we doing this. Who wrote it? I'm sure Kels wrote the whole thing, right? And said,
pen,
"Yo, Usher, I need you on this."
Kels,
You know what I'm saying?
Sure, he wrote it.
He's definitely different. And, I want to talk about it because everybody probably knows the song already, but we're going to get into it. When I first heard the song, you know what I mean? You listening to it and you like, damn, niggas is dealing with the same girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. They keep talking about this. But then, I don't know how long it was after they made the song, the video dropped. And it showed that it was twins. And, this is what I think is dope about stories, right? Because it's so entertaining that if you listen to it, some of the stuff might not even make sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It might not even make sense when you dig too deep into the words. Like, how did this happen and that happen? Mm-hmm. But the fact that he thought of it, wrote it down, and created this story, and I'm riding with him like, I can't wait to see what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? It's so fire, man. I mean, I don't know if you wanna be Usher and I'll be Kels, maybe, you know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, we could. Let me. I can't really sing. I mean, I could do my 1-2s though. You know what I'm saying?
We can make it do what it do.
Let's see. How did my boy Kels start off? He said, "Yo, Ush." He said, "What up, Kels? Want to introduce you to this girl? Think I really love this girl."
Yeah.
Man, she's so fine. Straight
up, dog.
She stands about 5'4", Coca-Cola red bone.
Damn.
She drives a black Durango, license plate say Angel, tattoo on her ankle. Plus she's making pesos. Got a crib on Peachtree, right on 17th Street, and I call her TT.
Wait a minute, hold on, dog.
Do she got a kid?
Yep.
Love some Waffle House.
Yep.
Do she got a beauty mark on the left side of her mouth? Went to Georgia Tech.
Yep.
Works for TBS.
Yep.
Man, I can't believe the shit. Damn. Tell me what's wrong, dog. What the hell you damning about? I'm your homie, so just say what's on your mind. Man, I didn't know that you was talking about her. So, man, you telling me you know it? Do I know it? Like a pastor know his word. We messing with the same girl.
Yeah, like the exchange for singers. So in rapping,
right,
you have a lot of verses where you got back and forth in rapping. Like there's a lot of that with Styles and Jada or Peyton and the Locks or different two people groups or tribe called, whatever. But not in singing like that.
Yeah,
and
nah,
for
man.
them, that's why I know Kels wrote that. The
That's
Vanguard.
yeah.
I know he wrote that because he sings like a rapper to me.
Facts. He got definitely the rapper swag. Rapper swag,
that
man.
song is written like a rap, almost like they could have rapped that instead of singing it. But the fact that they singing it just makes it even more fire. And then the story that's unfolding.
Yes.
Again, like
he did. I don't know.
It get you on it. You're like, what happened?
Like, because I'm listening, because it's definitely been a thing in life where two men may have messed with the same girl. Thanks. But this is like deeper. It's like I met her in this state, you met her in that state, and then he's like, hold on, tattoo here, there, no. Like he's confused. No way. Yeah. Like like it can't be possible. But then Kels being Kels, man, he keeps going and adds more details to the story. Let me just get a little bit of this hook off though. We messing with the same girl.
Same girl.
Same girl. How could the love of my life and my potential wife be the same girl? Same girl. Man, I can't believe that we been messing with the same girl. Same girl. Thought she was someone I could trust, but she's been doubling up with us. You. K. Man, we been messing with the same girl. Then Usher comes in. See, I met her at this party in Atlanta. Well, I met her at this party in Chicago. She came right up to me, giving me conversation. I said, do you got a man? She said, no, with no hesitation. Well, it must be a music thing, because she said the same to me. At a party, all in my face while I'm laughing and buying the drinks. She whispered in my ear, said, can you take me home? Me too. But we was in the shop singing the same. Is that true? And I thought it was true confessions when she said, I love you. And I thought her body was calling when she said, I want you. Look, I even got some pictures on my phone. Look at her there. There she is with some boy shorts on. You messing with the same girl. Like, this story is really, it's just opening up.
Yeah, and it's getting more and more juicy.
How did he do this?
This is like some, what's this shit, these shows that they be watching, like hip hop and this is like that. Back then, this is like the beginning of that type of shit. These type of shows. Yeah, he got the story juicy.
I'm gonna get right into the third. He said she got me on a ringtone. Are you talking about the pink phone? The blue one. Man, she told me that was turned off. It's obvious that she's been playing us. Constantly, she's been lying to us. Don't like the way that she's been going about it. Kels, what you think that we should do about it? Call her up at her home. She won't know I'm on the phone. Yeah, man, that's the lick. And we about to bust this trick. Man, just ask her to meet up with you, and I'm going to show up too. And she won't know what to do. We'll be standing there singing. Yo, I love this song, yo. This song is really different. Like,
Kel's writing is different. Don't remember when he had Trapped in the Closet with 87?
No, I had that. I had that on my phone. I have that. I like.
Didn't have that much time to.
Right. I mean, and that was the thing.
Stop at episode 42.
When I was thinking about it, I'm like, let's do a story joint. I had Trapped in the Closet on my phone, and it's like 16 minutes long. I think the actual thing. It might be longer than that, honestly. Yeah. But I'm like, maybe we just talk about it, and because there's no way we can go through the lyrics.
No way.
Damn. Kels is really, you know, we go the whole joint with Mr. Biggs. You know what I mean? Contagious, Down Low.
different.
Like, he really tells a story. The videos, man, shout out to the music Kels has written.
Word.
Can't shout you out, Kels. Sorry. You
I don't
know.
want to get canceled up. So, you know, we do not condone all those disclaimers and all that craziness. But the music-wise, artist-wise,
Facts, man.
ain't nobody beating that man.
I mean, when,
versus
like,
nobody beat him, and
facts.
nobody's beating that man.
Like, when we talking about storytelling, like you said, Slick Rick, I don't know. I'm sure there was a lot of stories written, you know what I mean, back in the day. I mean, but Kels, yeah, I remember his stories was back in the days. It started from back then. I'm trying to think, like, is there any other R&B artist that tells a story like Kels?
As many, I think he might be that guy.
Right?
Yeah.
He's the go-to.
Like, even the same thing. He has people with distinct personality. He got like a person that talk like this. Mr. Big said this, then the nigga said this, then another nigga came out and said, "Hey, you!" Like, like, that's storytelling right there. Like,
I remember when Ozzy Brothers and the Elements, and they did the verses.
Yeah.
And then people was thinking like he wouldn't do the R. Kelly song because of what's going on. It's nah, you got to.
Old school, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's like, nah. And I think he's still rock with Kels, not for nothing, Ron.
Like, most people when they tell stories, tell the story like, okay, I woke up, I did this, I went over here, like, that's their story.
Facts.
It's not no deeper than that. But the people that really into telling the stories, like, even you spoke about Eminem, like, he'll give a whole different character to this person
Facts.
said this. I remember in Gimme the Loot, Big, he was two totally different characters. Like, that's when you really into telling that story, when you giving it that depth of not just, I woke up, I went over here, like Ice Cube,
Facts.
today was a good day. It's a dope story song, but it's very, surface level.
Yeah,
I did this, I ate some this, I walked over here. When you're getting into it where my man said this, and this is what he sounded like, and then you give him a whole different personality, like, that's the storytelling that the level that these guys are on.
That's a fact. I mean, even me, I gotta re-release my song One Time it's a story about me getting with a girl and her saying it's the first time she's ever done this and she's only doing this one time. And I remember the song me and Rich did, if you remember, where we had like a whole shootout and we died at the end.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, oh man, storytelling. I gotta write a storytelling song now. This just got me back in my bag. But this is another episode of Verse for Verse.
Facts.
This segment is called Storytelling. And we got more coming for you real soon.
Word. Let us know if you think that it's popping, and then give us some ideas of some stories that you want
Facts.
us to
Tell us some
touch.
stories you want us to talk about and why they might be great. You know what I mean? But these is special stories to us.
Facts.
We out of here. Like, share, comment, subscribe.
Yep.
It's me, Handsome.
These biting my style, I hope they got dental plans. So get it straight from the source and cut out the middleman. Get that pure dough. Get that pure dough. Go get it straight from the source and cut out the middleman. Get that pure dough.